I'm going pound for pound. Move my little plant over so y'all can see my little plant. So y'all can see my little plant. Putting you down. Putting you on. Putting you down. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you down. Putting you on. Putting you down. I'll show my crystal. Put me on. I love that little song. Put me down. Put you on. Put you down. Put you on. Put you down. Put you on. Put you down. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Patrice L. Stewart's here. Decided to jump on this evening. We had a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful class yesterday. I need to know who ended up showing up for class yesterday. We had 160 people register and 91 showed up. So those of you the 91 of you all that showed up, I'm so proud of you. If you showed up to class yesterday and you registered and you didn't show up, oh well. But if you registered and you actually showed up for class, King Charles don't start. It's not a real plant. Why you talking smack, sucker? Somebody look lazy. It's not a real plant, sir. Okay? Why you talking smack over there? I put you down. Put you on. You always getting on here starting stuff early. Always getting on here starting stuff. I thought I had a pen up in my desk. But for the people that came to class yesterday, I would like to hear your feedback. I would like to hear your feedback about how you liked class. Oh, here go my dang on thing full of jewelry. I've been looking for this. I put you down. Put you on. I put you down. I put you on. Put you down. Put you on. Put you down. Put you on. I feel so good today. Earlier, I almost let my energy get redistributed, but I had to go and take a moment and drive down Lakeshore Drive, come down here to my office. And as soon as I walked in my office, my whole energy and aura just was like, girl, I'm gonna need you to get it together, girl, because we got work to do. We blessed around here. We making moves around here. We helping people. We changing lives around here. You don't have nothing to be mad for. Let these people be in Chicago be silly. Let them do what they gonna do. Like, girl, I need you to fix your face, girl, okay? Because, baby, you too blessed around here. Too blessed to be stressed. What's the old school saying? Too blessed to be stressed, okay? I ain't got time to be stressing about no dang on people that's slow and don't know nothing. If they don't know what's going on in their own city, what I'm tripping for? I'm good. Baby, me and my mama finna be out of here. We finna be out of here. Dallas this weekend, Florida next month. Let's roll. What's up, YouTube? What y'all got going on? Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Who was in class yesterday? Happy Tuesday, Juicy Bar. Who was in class yesterday? Who was in class yesterday? Whoever was in class yesterday, give me some feedback. What y'all thought about class? Good evening, Trusting Guy. Good evening, Tamika. King Charles, I done already said hey to you with your smack talking self. Trusted Guy said, I didn't enroll in the course yet. I'm hoping to enroll in it in the next one if that's fine. That's fine. You can go ahead and enroll right now because we're going to host another class on Monday. And it will be free once again. You can go ahead and log on and sign up now. 9272 Tax Trust. And I don't know what the date is next Monday. The 7 days from today is the 20th. Those at the 20th, 10/20. 10/20 at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you can go ahead and get on. You say, I had to throw, though. I'm sorry, I missed your class. Had to work, though. Don't throw your shoe at me. Hey, man, I'm not going to be mad at you if you had to work. You had to go get that money. You got to feed your family first, right? That's first and foremost. God willing, Gary and I will be around a long time to help you out with trust and estate planning, okay? So, God willing. So, I understand you had to go ahead and go to work. It's no problem on that. I am on my YouTube channel. Of course, I'm always interacting with my YouTube channel because they're interactive. They actually talk and ask questions. Hello. So I'm Patrice L. Stewart on all platforms. I am on Instagram for a hot second and Facebook for a hot second. I'm about to get off of both of these and focus directly on YouTube. Chico, what's up, man? You say, now you said sell all the TVs and the cars. I can't stand y'all. You talking about some, now you said sell all the TVs and the cars. Now I'm sitting here with an African dashiki and some draws. I cannot stand you and King Charles. Chico, y'all are like the class clowns. Every time I come on here, y'all got to be, y'all. I love it. Keep me lifted. There you go. Keep me lifted in spirit. Okay. Both of y'all on here, I cannot stand y'all. Chico say, I like the fight, Queen Latifah. I see, Chico. I see. What's up, Randy? I'm great this evening. I am wonderful. We had 90 people on class last night. They got to learn something new that they have probably never heard in full, right? That's the thing with the internet, is it gives you all sprinkles and bits and pieces of information, but most people don't give you the whole game how we gave you yesterday. And it was really Gary. I just was the moderator and answering and making sure his questions was being checked in. But Gary was the one who got on here, as people were saying on there, Sensei Gary. Sensei Gary was on there teaching last night. All right. So we changed some people's lives last night. So I am amazing. I am wonderful. Because that's what I do on a regular daily basis anyway. All right. Level people up. Trusted God say it was excellent. The ancestors could not have directed me to anything more life-changing. Come on here, trusting God. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And some of y'all said that yesterday, how the ancestors on Indigenous, right? On our Indigenous Day, how the ancestors set up that workshop for us. And we was on there educating, showing our people how to get their money back, their land back, their property, right? How to put it in trust, how to protect your assets from the government, from the IRS, the legal way. Baldhead say, I was Eldridge Robinson. Okay, I remember your name being on there, Eldridge. So how did you like class? How did you like class? Chico said, I wasn't, no notification. You a story, Chico, because we sent out 3, maybe 4 emails. We sent out an email at 5 o'clock. We sent out an email at 5:30. We sent out an email at 5:45. We sent out an email at 6 o'clock. And we also sent one at 6:15 telling you that we was on. So if you registered, Chico, you lying. Because we send you 3 to 4 notifications in that hour that before we getting ready to start. I always do that with my classes and workshops. Because I know people be busy, you got life, you moving around. So you may not have it on your calendar, which we always tell you to put these classes on your calendar. But some of y'all may not use your calendar like that. So we send you a couple of emails. All right. Here's a little telling the story. So we was on that 3 hours. I couldn't believe it. And at the end of the what was 2 hours and 53 minutes, and y'all was still on there. We still had like 50 people on there. I had to tell Gary to cut it off because people were still sitting there. Trust the guy say, but what about the 3-month? Oh, but what about the 3-month course to set up the irrevocable trust? So you must then stay on trusting God. You can still get into the 3-month course. We extended the offer. We sent the email out today. Did you see the email? It came from my business email, info@the Tax Career Academy. I sent the email out today with the replay and the offer link and the option for you all to do the 3-month payment plan if you needed to. So check your email, trusting God, because you should have got that. Because like we said, that course, nobody is doing that. Nobody's giving you a 3-month trust course for that price that we was giving it to you. To be on with you for 12 weeks. That's a 12-week period. That's a 3-month course. You and Gary were awesome. Thank you so much. He's about, since I registered, the IRS has called me 4 times. Who are you? Look, you are lying, Chico. Look, I'm glad you said that because the IRS does not even call people. They don't. Let me try to get on my TikTok page for a minute. I'm never on TikTok. Let me see. I put you down. I put you on. Put you down. I put you on. Put you down. Let me tell them I'm live. Hey, y'all, I'm live on my YouTube channel for probably about an hour. So you can come on over there, Patrice L. Stewart. Hey, y'all, I'm live on my YouTube channel probably about an hour. Come on over there, Patrice L. Stewart. I got to change my other page up. Okay, then now let me go to my other page. A lot of people don't even know that this is my real page because I haven't had an other page in so long. But we have a new page now. Let me go live on it for a little bit. Let's see. I put you down. I put you on. Put you down. Class in session. After I go to Dallas this weekend, what city should I come to next? Because I'm trying to figure out where I'm moving. Trying to figure out where I'm going to move to. This year is the year of the move. I love Florida. I'm probably going to be in Florida. That's my number 1 state, number 1. But we'll see. I'm going to visit a couple of other places before I make my final decision. But I want to be, no. LA, I'm sorry. I can't do LA, Randy. Y'all taxes are too high. And y'all governor is blowing me. Your governor, just like my governor here in Illinois. No, Randy. Won't be going there. I prefer a red state, honestly, because I want a state with no taxes. Texas and Florida have no taxes. So I would rather be at a state with no taxes, no state taxes, I'm going to say. They got to still pay federal taxes. But my clients in Florida and Texas do not pay taxes. So, and I want to be by some water. I want to be by some water. So Florida is number one on my list. Oklahoma, y'all don't got no water. I'm gonna be real honest. I want to say it like this, but Atlanta, I ain't with Atlanta. Maybe an outskirt of Atlanta, but Atlanta itself, I'm still a single woman. And I know a lot of the alphabet people that have taken over Atlanta. I'm cool on Atlanta. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Nah. Like I say, maybe an outskirt in Georgia, but I ain't doing Atlanta. And half the scammers in Chicago to move to Atlanta. So I'm cool on Atlanta. Nope, no good on Atlanta. Can't do LA, like I say. That they just as bad as Illinois. Y'all forgot I'm in financial services. I'm in taxes. So I have to go somewhere where I can benefit with the tax code. And most of the rich have them a place in Florida for a reason. Because did y'all notice? I'm going to drop some gems on here while I'm talking tonight. But the people that live by the water, okay? Did you know that when you have that boat and you live on that water, you're not paying taxes on that water? So you see a lot of folks in Florida on their yachts and renting their yachts out, and they living on their yachts because their yacht not paying no taxes, sitting on that water. Got to learn the game. Got to learn the system, baby. I got to go somewhere where I can take advantage of this tax code and this system that we have. So Illinois ain't it. Our governor is whack. Our mayor is whack. They want to keep focusing on the illegals. So it's time to move around. Taxes going up. And since everybody in Illinois and Chicago want to act slow, you know, they okay. They happy with everything that's going on. So let them keep paying the money. I'm going to move around and go to another state. Let me see. Talking smack. Chico always on here talking smack. My girl, what's going on? What's going on, Jerome? You on my side. Trust in God. Hey, let's roll. Thank you. Y'all liking my little hair. Y'all liking the little Pocahontas look, huh? Yeah, you was on here talking big smack to me, Charles. Big smack. You was on here talking big smack to me, Charles. Which one of y'all called me silly? That was Chico. That was Chico. One of y'all called me silly. That was Chico. I remember your butt, Chico. That was your butt that called me silly. Adrian Milton says, Patrice, I'm still waiting on my calendar of you. Sending you an aloha shout out from Hawaii. Aloha from Hawaii. My cousin lives in Hawaii. I need to come visit there soon. Where in Hawaii do he live at? My cousin lives in Hawaii. He say it's real expensive there too. But I got to visit Hawaii. My cousin lives there. My cousin Forrest lives there. Chico, you couldn't find better. Excuse me. Chico, you could have did better than Food Queen Latifah so easy. I like how y'all out here calling me Queen Latifah. I'm cool with Queen. You say, I haven't seen the email yet, but I will check. Yeah, you should have got an email. We sent the email to everybody today. Earlier this afternoon, maybe like around 12 or 1. Probably earlier than that. Between like 11 to 1. We sent the email out. And again, it came from my email at the Tax Credit Academy. Or if you want, you can email me directly. You can take my email down right now. And if you are interested in still getting into the program, the 3-month course, Trust and Guide, you can still do that because we extended it instead of cutting it off. Since we're going to do another class on Monday, we basically going to run it through to the next class. I think the email today said that you had until Friday at midnight. But I just got off the phone with G before I went live. So I put you down. I put you on. Put you down. Let me get off of Instagram. Because I'm on YouTube. That is where I am on YouTube. I do look a little red. Everybody keep asking me, do I got a tan? Have I been outside? I haven't even been outside like that recently. No, I'm good on Detroit too, Chico. I'm good on Detroit too. How y'all budget? Y'all how y'all budget back? Now, I love Detroit for Tubi. I used to watch all the little Detroit Tubi people out there, but I need to be in a city that's elevated. I need to be in a city where they doing $1 million deals at. I need to be around some folks with some money who got some things going on. I ain't necessarily seen that myself in Detroit. I don't live there, but tell me how Detroit is though, Chico, because when I visited a couple of years ago, it wasn't popping. It wasn't looking popping like that to me. That's why I love Florida. That's why I said Florida and Texas, they're doing some things down there. Our governor won't be in office next year. You think, Randy, you think they're going to actually vote him out? Because a lot of people left LA. A lot of people left LA to go to Texas. A lot of people left LA. So you think y'all going to vote him out? We're going to see if Illinois vote Pritzker out. I hope they smart enough to do it. It's messed up how Chicago is the only city that's stopping Illinois. Illinois is mostly red. Chicago is the only one that's blue. So if Chicago actually decides to do something different, get Brandon out of there, get a different type of mayor in, maybe somebody independent, I don't know. I won't be here to know. So we're going to be moving around. Chico say, Miss P, can you help me buy this property in Arizona? Now, what I got to do with you buying a property in Arizona, Mr. Chico? Talk about how can I help you? How I'm going to help you with a property in Arizona? You know the property already that you want? You buying it outright? You financing it? You going to get a tax lien sale? What you doing? You say you seem like you would like Colorado. Colorado? Now I drove through Colorado and they got some parts where it was like snowy, the top of the mountain. It was nice down at the bottom of the mountain. Then we went to the top of the mountain and it was snow and raining and cold. And Boulder, Colorado. Yeah, that we drove through Boulder and stayed a night in Boulder. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't want to be nowhere where it's cold. I want to be closer to some warm, but I will say the last couple of years in the South, y'all have got more snow than we got here in Chicago. Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, y'all be shutting the whole city down for a little bit of snow. But I learned, somebody told me that, are these some nice mints with Chase? Look at Chase, thinking they doing something. I got this little mint pack from them. They give you like these little pearls. Ain't that nice? Look like little pearls. I keep that in my purse when I'm out here at these events. But yeah, I want to be somewhere warm. I want to be somewhere by the water, y'all. I grew up by the water. I mean, in Chicago, we have the largest lake, right? Which is damn near ocean, a little mini ocean. So I can just go to the water when I want to here. So I want to be somewhere where I have access to the water. So I know y'all throwing these places out here for me, but are you listening to me say I want to be by some water? I don't think I'm gonna like Boulder, Colorado, trusted God. So you say I'm thinking of maybe doing an Airbnb. A lot of people, it's a couple of people from Chicago, Chico, they got their Airbnb in Arizona. I stayed in a lady's Airbnb in Arizona that they were from Chicago. They were living in Chicago and they had somebody managing their property out there. And it was really nice house. Pool in the backyard, everything. And they were doing one of those Airbnb arbitrage. Is that what it's called? Have you heard of that? Airbnb arbitrage, which is different from just you doing Airbnb on your own. I guess it's a group or something, and you got, cleaners. It's a whole group, I guess, with the whole arbitrage thing. But I asked the lady, and that's what she said her husband did, that they got into this like arbitrage, and that's how they are doing it. Let me cut this fan off because I don't need this fan on and it's cold. Be right back. I do not need this fan on. Put you down. Put you on. Put you down. Put you on. Put you down. Put you on. Put you down. I hadn't been down here to my office in a while. Ugh. Paying all this damn rent money and not down here. Yes, that's so much better. I'm up in here cold. Like, what is going on? Randy say, just got to know how to move. Chico say Arizona. And Arizona was cool. It was a little dry for me. You got to have a pool in your backyard. But again, they don't have no water. Arizona, not bad, though. It's not bad. I have not been to Virginia. I do want to look at North Carolina. I got to figure out like a good city for North Carolina. I do want to look at North Carolina before I make a final decision, though. But I've been to Arizona a couple of times. I don't really see myself living there. Hello, Greg. Thank you. I know that's right. Look at y'all fellas. Y'all liking the little hair. Y'all liking the little hair. I'm going to ask the men because so many women be trying to tell me to put makeup on, which I don't wear makeup. But fellas, y'all don't want all them lace front wigs. And y'all don't want all them caked on faces on them, do you? Y'all sick of that. Y'all want some naturalness, don't y'all? Y'all want some naturalness. Tell the ladies to get back to the naturalness because they be caked on with these lace front wigs and these eyelashes and that makeup, baby, that Maybelline. When I say it, they call me a pick me. So maybe some of them will rewatch this live. Maybe some of them will rewatch this live and listen to the men. Because when I say it, I'm going to pick me when I say it. When I say they out here putting too much makeup on. Y'all don't even know who y'all going on a date with because she looked like a whole nother other person. Oh, here telling me to put some makeup on. Ma'am, I don't need no makeup. That's the difference. I'm not leaving Chicago. Dwayne say, I'm not leaving. You said that the other day, Dwayne. But I'll be getting property in other states. Yeah, I've been wanting to leave Chicago. Chicago ain't it for me. God been telling me to move around. So you love Chicago, Dwayne. Great for you. I will be leaving Chicago. I've been wanting to leave Chicago. I only been in Chicago this long because my mama was waiting on my grandmama. And once my grandma passed, my grandma been passed 3 or 4 years now. I've been told my mama, it's time to roll, baby. I'm only in Chicago because my mama here. Other than that, I'd have been left Chicago. It's too much opportunity, too much space and opportunity to be stuck in one city. And then most of the people in the city got a real lack mindset, really lack mindset. Really lack mindset. I can't be around a bunch of people with a lack mindset. It took me a long time to find my little tribe that I do got in Chicago. But the people that I really, really mess with, like G, Gary, baby, they all down south. The South is where it's at. I love the South. I love the way the people in the South love on each other. The people in the South still honor and respect their culture, who they are. These people up here up north, to me, they're a little too uppity. They think they white. They done took on the culture and they don't even know who they are. So I like the South better. I feel like the people down south, they understand it. They know what it is. So you love Chicago, go ahead, do you, brother. Do you. I don't want you to leave, but I clearly understand. Dwayne, we don't even know each other. Talk about you don't want me to leave. I'm over it. You think Chicago is going to flip red? Our people are starting to be more educated now. I don't know. K-Mac, that's because you on YouTube. Go get on YouTube. Go get on Facebook and Instagram. Go get on them 2 platforms. Totally different mindset in Chicago. Them people on there arguing with me about South Shore. I grew up in South Shore my whole life. Can't nobody tell me about South Shore. Them people on there arguing with me about what's going on in South Shore. They so brainwashed. So maybe on your YouTube, because YouTube, you all from Chicago have a way better mindset. But on Facebook and Instagram, no. I don't see it. So K-Mac, I'm glad you around some people that's maybe starting to be educated. I don't see it. Pine Bluff, Arkansas. I have not heard of Pine Bluff, Arkansas. But Arkansas don't got no water, Dwayne. Right. Dwayne say Florida it is. That's where I'm going to end up at. I'm going to end up in Florida. Right. He said Arkansas. I'm like, Arkansas? Hell no. I don't want to be in no dang Arkansas. Let me remove this trust class off of here. I want to be in no Arkansas. I don't want to be in no Arkansas, man. Willington, North Carolina is a great place. Hostel, Charleston, North Carolina is amazing. All right, let me write this down. So I got my note paper here together. I have my notes. Willington. I haven't heard of Willington. Of course, I heard of Raleigh, North Carolina, Charleston. Is Charleston in North Carolina, Charleston, or is it South Carolina? My grandmama from Charleston, I think. The one that's the civil rights leader. She grew up, she was born in Charleston. I'll say that. So that's one of the reasons why I want to visit North Carolina too. She in North Carolina or South Carolina? I can't remember. But yeah, I'm gonna write that down. Charleston. Oh, that's what you said. Charleston, North Carolina. Charleston. Yeah, I want to visit Charleston. And then you say hostel is a great North Carolina. Willington, North Carolina is a great place. Hostel in Charleston. Are you saying hostel is like a city in Charleston? Badass. You got hostel. Yes, Wilmington, North Carolina, and Charleston, North Carolina. Okay, Wilmington, North Carolina, and Charleston, North Carolina is amazing for Airbnbs and for retirement. Okay, because you know I'm always on some money. You know I'm always on some money. About making some money. So Airbnbs is cool to hear. Florida. Right, the way I say Florida is probably where I'm going to end up. But we're going to still visit some other places. Douglasville. Paul, you're checking in from Douglasville, Georgia. How far is Douglasville, Georgia from Atlanta, Paul? I ain't doing Atlanta. That's why I said. I know half the schemers in Chicago moved to Atlanta. I'm cool on Atlanta. Atlanta sometimes seems like a face play. It seems like everybody a little, I don't want to say everybody a little fake and phony, but it seemed a little extra, extra with the extra. I'm not extra. I'm real plain Jane. I'm not with all the extra. I ain't one of them type of females. I don't need all the showboating, the extra, the lights, camera, action. I'm good on that. So that's why I like Florida too. People down there get their money and they chill. I like Duluth, Georgia, though. I will say that it's a suburb. That was cool. That's why I said if I did Georgia, it would definitely be a suburb. It would not be the city of Atlanta. Yes, Miss Lady. Owner-seller agreement. 8 acres in between Ash Fork and Yucca, Arizona. 4.5K down. Semi-mountain hiking. 40 minutes from lake. Okay. Okay, Chico. Okay, Chico. Okay, Chico. You talking my language now. Look, you got me a little interested over here. You talking my language now. You done wrote a whole paragraph. 8 acres in between Ash Fork or Yucca, Arizona, 4.5K down. Oh, that's not much. 5 bands down. Semi-mountain hiking, 40 minutes from Lake Havasu. Is that what that is? Havasu? Lake Havasu, Cali, and 10 minutes from mountainous terrain. So, Chico, that's what you want? But you say you're going to make that an Airbnb. You're going to have 8 acres. You're going to build some more stuff on there, aren't you? With that much land. I'm on my YouTube channel. On the other 2 platforms that I'm on my YouTube channel. Way more interactive. Both Charleston and North Carolina are ocean cities. Oh, okay. Charleston and North Carolina are ocean cities. Clock that. Let me write that down. Ocean. Ocean views. That's what we need. Chico say light taxes. Love y'all, fellas. Thank you. Chico say light taxes. My mama left at 5 a.m. this morning from Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. King Charles say, I'm sick of the weaves and the Walgreen eyelashes. I got a little hair added in here. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's just extra natural because the hair that I buy costs an arm and a leg. So it blends in with my hair. But my natural hair is all of this. All of this is my natural hair. To like right here. This is my hair. So then I just have it a little bit, just have a little bit of an extension. Right? But I ain't gonna be on here lying to kick it. I got some hair added in here on top of my natural hair, but it's very, very natural. You couldn't tell. It's flowy, it's not sticking, it's not that it's not that dollar store weave. what King Charles say? The Walgreens eyelashes. Now that I don't do. I don't wear them lashes. I never have. They pull your natural lashes out. So I'm good on that. I'm just been plain. Like, this is just me. I've been like this barefaced my whole life. I'm not about to switch it up now. Of course, if I got some event that I just want to do, but this is how you're going to see me 99% of the time. Or my braids, so. But yeah, I wanted to get the fellas' opinion because the females be out here trying to tell me to put some damn makeup on. And I'm like, y'all need to listen to the men because I don't think the men like all that caked up makeup on your face, how you be putting it on there. I don't like the way it looks sometimes on some of them. They be putting way too much. But hey, teach his own. I just be telling them, don't come for me. Don't be in my message. Don't be in my inbox telling me I need to have makeup on, lady. Mind your business. I don't mess with you, with your Maybelline, so don't mess with me over here on the plain side, okay? All of us don't want to look the same, and I definitely don't. I don't want to look like nobody out here. Natural is the best. No cake batter or lace fronts. Tell them how y'all want it. I love the natural look. You'll look beautiful either way. I'm sick of weeds. You, King Charles, you got me rolling though with this Walgreens eyelashes. I like my women natural and authentic. That's what a lot of fellas say now. That's what a lot of fellas say now. It'd be hard for y'all to get a real chick, right? Yes, I like a FBA woman with natural hair. You say that's how I got your attention first on the channel, huh? Then I opened up my mouth and you could tell I got a little brains or something by myself. That's one thing my daddy made sure of, that all his daughters, we brains as well as beauty. You can't be one or the other, because that's one thing that y'all be dealing with sometimes. Some of these females be cute or what they want to call bad, right? But that's why I be telling them, you bad with a body, but your brain, you have none, baby girl. Like, you can't even think. You can't even write a checkbook. You can't even hold a complete sentence or hold a conversation. So just being cute ain't enough. You may be raising some man kids one day. He want to make sure you know you the caliber of woman that could raise some kids. They don't be thinking about that. They just be thinking about getting their little body done, get the little booty to get y'all attention. I'm interested how those Italians went to Arkansas. What Italians? You say it's interesting how those Italians went to Arkansas. What Italians went to Arkansas? I ain't in Arkansas, so I don't know what's going on. We got enough going on in Chicago. So I don't know. Oh, hold on. Move my piece over. It's sticking me. I don't know what's going on in Arkansas with the Italians. I don't know. You got enough going on here in Chicago. It's hard for me to keep up with other cities. Definitely keep your circle small, Daryl. You can't trust everybody out here. Look, some of them day ones be hating on you too. Some of them day ones be hating on you too, man. I had 2 so-called day ones turn on me. But that females be funny acting anyway, so you'll never know. All the time they want to take your place. Oh. Daryl say, where you at, Daryl? He talking about that's where I'm at. Come on, baby. Do you think you can live in Puerto Rico? Ugh. I've never been to Puerto Rico, but I don't know. I don't think I could live anywhere outside of probably Africa. I think I can go live in Africa with no problem, but I don't think I could go. I don't think I could go outside of Africa and live out the country. I haven't been to too many places out the country though. Excuse me. Excuse me. I haven't even ate nothing today. Why am I belching? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really. That's my goal this upcoming year is to travel out the country more to see. But I don't know. I can't say. But Puerto Rico probably wouldn't be the first place that I picked though if I chose out of the country. But I've never been to Puerto Rico, so I can't say that, K-Mac. I can't say where I could live, and I haven't even been there before. So, Badass says, I live in Los Angeles, and I'm making my mom move with me. But we are going. We are leaving. I'm looking at North Carolina, Charlotte area in the Raleigh, North. I heard Charlotte, North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina is good. I heard good places about them too. Area Wake Forest, Chapel Hill. I've heard of Chapel Hill and Davison, North Carolina. Okay, you got a couple of spots, Badass, that you looking at in North Carolina. You said Raleigh, and I've heard of Chapel Hill. Let me write Chapel Hill down. I've heard of Chapel Hill. And I've heard of Raleigh too, of course. Raleigh is kind of popular. That's like a main city that y'all have. But I have not heard of Davison, North Carolina. I'm going to write that down. What's making you choose those locations, Badass? What made you decide like North Carolina? Because you got like four cities in North Carolina. And you leaving and you going from Los Angeles to North Carolina. So what made you choose that? I'm inquiring minds would like to know. Daryl say we don't mess with that crazy stuff. Where's the best pizza in Chicago? So again, I'm from Chicago. So we don't do that whole deep dish that y'all be doing, going to Giordano's. That's not Chicago style pizza to us. Italian Fiesta is where the hood go. Italian Fiesta is black owned, it's seasoned, it's thin crust, very thin crust, and it is flavorful. It's seasoned up like no other pizza. So most of us who live in the hood in Chicago or be around the hood, we do Italian Fiesta. Now Illuminati's and all them Giordano's, that's all them, like downtown and north side spots. But if you going to a hood in Chicago, we eat Italian Fiesta. That's what we eat, Italian Fiesta. Black-owned family business. They got several locations all over the city. 47th and Lake Park is the main one that I go to. So that's what we eat in Chicago for pizza. Now, do we do Giordano's from time to time? Yeah. Do you do Illuminati's from time to time? Yeah. But like if I'm ordering pizza tonight, I'm going to Italian Fiesta. I do not do Facebook. I shut my account down a long time ago. K-Mac, I promise I'm only on Facebook. And I used to say for my business, but I got a decent little following on there. So I just post from time to time. But yeah, the mentality on Facebook, it ain't it. It ain't. It ain't. YouTube is so much. Y'all just different over here. I love y'all on YouTube. Y'all mentality, y'all mindset is different. Y'all time to make some moves. A lot of them people that was in that class last night. We had class last night. I held a free trust workshop last night. And we had 160 people register and we had 90 people show up. And majority of the people were from YouTube or my email list. We had a few people from Facebook, couple of people from Instagram, but most people was from YouTube. Because YouTube, again, y'all mindset is different over here. Totally different mindset. So I am proud of y'all that came to class last night. I just want to say that. I appreciate y'all for tapping in and listening to something new that can help you, right? Gary talked about a lot. We was on there for 3 hours last night. 3 hours. Chico say it's the red lipstick, Patrice. You driving crazy, girl. I don't even have no lipstick on today. I'm plain all the way today. I didn't even put no lipstick on. Jacksonville, Florida. So one of my friends lives in Jacksonville, and I went to visit her for the weekend. Jacksonville was cool. Jacksonville was cool. I'm not gonna lie. I did kind of like Jacksonville, but I'm gonna tell y'all what I like the best. Tampa. Tampa just sold me. Like, I like Tampa so much. I rented a house for $4,800. I paid $4,800 for 1 month to stay in that house in Tampa for 30 days. I took my mom and my dog before he passed away, and I drove to Tampa from Chicago. That was a 27-hour drive. I drove straight. I probably took 2 stops and rested for like 45 minutes. I just wanted to get there. I fell in love with Tampa. It's like the air, the people, the atmosphere. It just was, me and my mama fell in love with Tampa. That's my number one spot. Tampa is my number one spot. I got 2 homeboys in Naples. And, Naples is a rich town. Very rich senior town. Senior people with money. Them the type of clients I need up my alley. So I like that inner Gulf side of Florida. I used to really like Miami like 6-7 years ago, but Miami has changed so much. Y'all got so many different people down there. It's a whole melting pot. And I can't live in the city of Miami. Like, I need one of them outskirts. I like Palm Beach too. But if I did the outer skirt side, I like Hollywood. I like Palm Beach. I like Jacksonville. But if I had to choose a city right now, Tampa would be it. Tampa is my number one. I would pick up and move to Tampa tomorrow. I like Tampa. Wellington, North Carolina. Okay, hold on. I'm just not seeing. Remember, I got to scroll down, y'all, so I ain't seen everything. I think Wellington is affordable. Oh, hold on. I missed something. Come to Los Angeles. You know Jerry Tolliver and Jeff Badu. Oh yeah, you know the main people then, Dwayne. Jerry Tolliver, that's my homegirl. We cool. I got home speed dial. Look, me and Jerry know each other. And then Jeff Badu, I've sent him a couple of people. We only met once, but he got that accounting firm. Carter Cofield sold his firm to Jeff Badu. So his clients over there to Jeff Badu. So Badu got a nice reputation for handling some decent business. Wellington, North Carolina. Charleston is by the ocean. Charleston is by the water. It sits on the ocean. So Ocean City. Okay. Then I definitely need to be looking at Charleston. Let me circle that then. Because like I said, wherever I'm going, I need to be by some water. I'm not even about to play. That's why I was telling people like, come down to Dallas, come down to Houston. Houston was too hot. It was nice. It was fun. But Houston hot as hell. I can't do Houston. So I'm excited to go to Dallas this weekend and network and connect with a couple of people. Victoria Ryan says facts. Victoria, I'm sorry. I haven't even looked up here at Facebook because I just been talking to Drea, you was on class last night? Okay. Victoria said that class was fire. Can't wait to start. Let's roll, Victoria. Can you drop the YouTube channel? I am Patrice L. Stewart. So I'm Patrice L. Stewart on all platforms. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. But I'm Patrice L. Stewart. So if you type in Patrice L. Stewart, that's the only page. Unlike other platforms, YouTube, you don't have 1,000,001 people lying and stealing your name like Instagram. It's fake pages of me on Instagram. It's fake pages of me on Facebook. It's fake pages of me on TikTok. But YouTube, that's why I say YouTube, moving forward, probably in 2026, I won't even log on to Facebook or Instagram, like at all. YouTube is my main platform moving forward for everything. Patrice L. Stewart, y'all. Patrice L. Stewart. Charleston is by the ocean. Miss Stewart, have you listened to Philip Scott on the African diaspora? So no, I have not. I think people have sent me a couple of videos on the African diaspora. That's a channel, right? I think people have sent me videos from the African diaspora, but I haven't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really have the time to like sit and watch nobody else stuff. I might could play it on my phone, but I really don't like, even on social media. I post, but I don't like scroll through social media, right? I don't really get to see what other people are putting up and posting because I just post and gone about my business. But YouTube, I will, if I don't have to be watching it, I will just play the video, just play the content. So offhand, I have not heard of Philip Scott on the African diaspora. Trusting God say, yeah, I'm thinking about moving to North Carolina, Raleigh. Okay. What's got you thinking about that? North Carolina is a financial hub right now. Okay, you already answered me. Badass say, not my bad. That was a mistake. It's Charleston, North Carolina, and Willington. Okay. Badass say, you're not going to like Florida. Florida is not as nice and as beautiful. And you say it's not as nice and as beautiful and it's peaceful in Willington and Charleston. I don't know, girl. I've been to Tampa like 7 times and I love it. Now, I know it's different when you don't live there because you're visiting, right? You're not there through the whole day to day, but that's why I'm probably going to do like a short-term lease or rental or something like that, you know, before I make my like final decision. Because I got property in Chicago, so I could just go back and forth. I want to have property. Actually, I want to have property wherever I want to be. If I want to go to Dallas, Texas, I want a crib down there. If I want to go to LA, I want a condo downtown. Like, I'm not limiting myself. Where my journey about to go, I'm about to have property all over. So it's not even going to be a big deal. Wherever I want to be at is where I'm going to be at. That's how I think. I don't limit myself. So I'm going to have property in Florida. I'm going to have multiple property in Chicago because I'm still buying up stuff in Chicago. All right. But I'm going to be where I want to be. That's just how I feel. That's my mindset. I'm going to be where I want to be. If I feel like being in Dallas for a month, then that's where I'm going to be at. Like, the lifestyle that I have and the business that I have, I could work anywhere. Like, I'm messing around and be in London for 3 months. Like, I'm going to be doing me a Greece tour. When you go to Greece, they say you got to go to like 4 or 5 different cities. So, you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm going. So we'll see. That's why I say I'm going to be traveling to some of these different cities. And I wanted to get y'all opinions on where y'all at or where y'all living and how is your area. So we can move around, baby. We not block bound. We about to be moving around. About to have my mom out here in these streets. But yeah, badass. I personally like Florida. Please, I also don't have kids. So I know someone on Facebook was like, you know, Florida doing this with the schools and DeSantis and, you know, there's some of the stuff that affects other people. It don't affect me like that because I'm single with no kids. I don't have kids in the school system. And if I did, my kids wouldn't be in the school system anyway. My kids would be homeschooled. I would teach them the real system because none of these systems is teaching y'all kids really nothing anyway. It's why we was talking about that last night on the class. Like half the stuff that we taught y'all last night, y'all have never heard of. You didn't even know it existed. Like the average school system ain't teaching your kids nothing any dang gone way. So I would be teaching my own kids if I had some. So like I said, how other people live, I don't live how the average person live. My life is completely different. So me personally, the 18 times that I've been to Florida, I have loved it. I love it. There's money there. It's growth there. People want things. Okay. Got clients that got yachts sitting on the water. Like, I like Florida. you have to be around them type of people, okay? You need to when you got clients that got yachts, multiple yachts. Yeah, I want to be on one of them yachts. I want to own one of my own. Get that tax write-off and deduction. My client sleeping on his yacht because he's not paying no taxes on that water. Patrice, they ain't got no jitting or footwork music down south. Forget you, Chico. Okay, what? I don't be doing no bunch of footwork. Them days is over with. I ain't do a lot of footwork any day and go away because I barely knew how to dance. Okay. But forget you, Chico. I don't need no dang on footwork music. Get on my nerve. I think Wellington is affordable. It's by the ocean. It's also peaceful, a safe place to live. Charleston is a safe place to live and elegant. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. That's why I said my grandmother was born in Charleston. My grandmother was born in Charleston. So I want to go to Charleston anyway, just to like go see like the area that she grew up in and some of the schools. She worked at one of the schools in Charleston, and then she ended up meeting my granddad. It's funny because literally after she did that case to fight for the teachers to get equal pay, I want to say like less than 6 months, she met my granddad and moved to Philly. So she didn't even get to reap the benefits of the teachers getting more pay because she ended up meeting my granddad on a blind date. And, you know, back then they got married quick, baby. They got married after a couple of dates. So you know, back then they wasn't taking years to marry their wife. They find them a good one. They scooped her up. So she moved to Philly after that and had my dad and my uncle. But I definitely want to check out Charleston. Charleston is on my list to review. So thank you so much, Badass, for that. I'm gonna look in Wellington too, because I have not heard of Wellington. So I wrote that down. Wellington. And it's by the ocean. So that I gotta check by that. I gotta stop by that because y'all know I want some water. Sister need to be on some water. Rita. Oh, yeah, saying public school is free. That's why they don't teach you but basic education. You have to go to private schools to get the better education because you're paying for it. That makes sense, Rita. That makes sense. That makes sense. And I guess a lot of people can't afford private school because I don't know a lot of people that got kids in private school. I know way more. I am on my YouTube channel, Patrice L. Stewart. Any of y'all that's on here and wondering who I'm talking to, that's who I'm talking to, is the YouTube channel. You say everybody running from a murder in ATL. Hey, I like Savannah. I want to visit Savannah. I heard Savannah is very, old school, eclectic, that Southern kind of style, that old Southern Belle style. Is it still like that in Savannah? Now, some places I just want to go to move to Savannah, Georgia, though. But I do still want to visit Savannah. You mentioned something last night that a business loan is a little complicated with an irrevocable trust. You said I mentioned something last night, or did G did? G did. G was mentioning that. You mentioned something last night that the business loan is a little complicated with the irrevocable trust. Yeah, because it's dependent on how it's set up. Right. So remember with the trust, with the irrevocable trust, it's other layers to it that we really didn't talk about, which is you having a holding company, then having LLCs under that. So that's what he meant when he said it can be a little more complicated when you got the with the business funding. because ultimately the LLC that you set up is going to be under the holding company, and then the trust owns all of that. So it's the trust, the holding company, then your different LLCs. So that's why he was saying that it might be depending on what you're doing. So remember, I've always told y'all that with business, it's different. It's different depending on the industry, depending on basically the industry. Trucking is completely different than the tax industry. Tax industry is different than the medical industry, right? Healthcare services. So that's more what we mean when we say it could be complicated. But it's layers to it. Because if y'all noticed last night, it was a lot of layers to that information. Kim folks say I like the mindset. Okay, then, friend. Okay. Wherever you go, make sure you don't one of those sundown towns. Oh, for sure. Look, for sure. That's why I'm sticking to major cities. We all have them. People don't believe them. We have them in Illinois too. That's why I said Illinois. Only part of Illinois that's blue is Chicago. Every other city outside of Cook County, DuPage County, the other county, they all red. Majority of Illinois is red. Chicago is the one that's got the whole state wrapped up. That's it. So we got sundown towns in Illinois as well. So that's why I'm doing research. That's why I'm asking people, right? Where y'all live at, where you be at, all that stuff. What, so yeah, believe me, I'm doing a lot of research before I decide to make a move. Wellington, North Carolina is an ocean city. Charleston is an ocean city. Go to La Jolla, California. No, I just said no California, Randy. California taxes is way too high. Y'all pay some of the highest taxes in the country, just like us in Illinois. Y'all first and then we next damn near. California, y'all income tax is way too high. I got clients that's astronaut. I got two scientists. They're scientists. Two scientist clients, a husband and wife. They make $1 million. They only bring home about 500 bands. They literally get taxed like they're the highest tax bracket, 37%. It seemed like 40% come out their taxes. And it really do, because you got state and county tax. I mean, state and federal taxes. And then if y'all having, again, my federal, FICA, Medicare, healthcare, if you got other stuff coming out your money, like that's highway robbery for them people to make $1 million and bring home $500,000. Like, no, that's crazy. California taxes is way too high. I would never live in Cali. We need to politic before you leave. I want to physically talk to you. That's that Remy here. Nope, this ain't Remy here. This ain't no Remy here. Dwayne, it ain't. You going to give this sister a heart attack, telling her to go to La Jolla? Who on here trying to play with me? Badass Randy over here trying to send me to the hood. You said you go give this sister a heart attack, telling her to go to La Jolla. Is she looking to spend $20 million for a house, right? Then yes, La Jolla, California is the place to go. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no. I ain't looking to spend $20 million on the house. And some of the houses that I've seen in Cali that they want $1 million for look like a shack. So I'm like, Cali is tripping right now with some of the prices and the houses that up in there. So it's not, he ain't sent me to the hood. He sent me to the extra wealthy place. So you say if she want a house for $20 million in La Jolla, she said she wanted to be where right, Randy. But I don't want to pay $20 million for the damn house. That's funny. Randy say, she said she wanted to be where the money at. The tone of her voice, she sound a little bit like Lisa Ray. Well, y'all know Lisa Ray from Chicago. We got that little raspiness. A lot of us got that little raspiness in our voice. That little raspiness. Arizona don't have no water. Right. That's why I told them. They over here sending me off. Talking and then who over here talking about Boulder, Colorado? Who the hell want to go to cold ass Boulder? That's why I told y'all Colorado was. So Bella say Dallas, Texas is waiting for you. I'll see you this weekend, So Bella. I'll see you this weekend. How far is Dallas from the water? I don't know why my eye be red like this. I'm not even smoking no more. I used to think that the smoking was... I haven't smoked in 41 days. 41 days, y'all. Y'all proud of me? I have not smoked weed in 41 days. I let it go. It's a good feeling. And all that money that I was spending with my cousin every week, I've been putting on Bitcoin. Well, not Bitcoin. I've been buying coin. Let me say that. I've been buying some crypto with putting some more into my S&P 500 account instead of going to the cousin every weekend. But life's been good. God's been opening up doors left and right since I've been obedient. He told me to stop smoking, so I stopped smoking. It's been 40. Has it been 41? 38 was on Sunday. 39, 38, 39, 40. Monday was 40. I'm sorry, Monday was 39. Today is 40. It's been 40 days. It's been 40 days. Arkansas was a resort for, hold on. Arizona don't have no water. Turn to you. Fabric. Tell them. I be trying to tell these girls, when we say something, I tell you, they try to call you a pick-me when you try to tell them the real. I'm like, baby girl, I be trying to tell these 20, 30 some year olds. Don't nobody like no begging chick. We was at the cigar lounge. And my friend, her daughter is like 20, I don't know, like 26, 27. And she like, you want me to go ask him? He trying to talk to me. He could buy us all a drink. I said, girl, we don't need him to buy us no drinks. We good. You sure I'm like, we not you and your friend begging little help. Y'all be some begging little helpers. Why you begging? Like, quit. Don't do that. And then the older man said it when she left. Like, I don't know why she act like that. Like, I don't know why she be acting like that, like on that beggy type stuff. Men don't like that. If they want to buy you a drink, they're going to buy you a drink. But for y'all to be out there asking, talking about, can you buy my whole girl? Can you buy my whole table? Can you buy me and my friends drinks? Like, slow down, Jim Shoe. This why y'all got to learn to get your own money in your paper, okay? Because when you got your own money in your paper, you ain't thirsty for no little drink. You ain't thirsty for no little meal. Because that's he could order us a pizza. Girl, chill out. We good. We ain't even hungry. You just want the man to be spending some money Like, girl, don't do that. We don't do that over here. You with some older grown women. All right, chill your little young ass out. Because she was the only one there that was 26 or 27. The rest of us was in our 40s. I'm like, would you tell your daughter to stop doing that? Because we don't do that. We ain't come from that begging kind of cloth. Men did what they gonna do. We ain't have to ask men in the 90s and the 2000s to be buying drinks. They bought drinks and bottles. We ain't have to be begging with it. Like, it's a difference from chill and knowing who, with your hand out. Can you like, we don't do all that. We don't do all that, little girl. Okay? We got our own money over here. we don't need a couple of drinks. I need 100 bands. You got 100 bands to buy this property with me like that? That's why some grown men don't like grown women. That's why they like them little girls. They buy them get them a little $40 and buy them some Jordans and they cool. No, because grown ass women, we like, you got 50 bands. Look, you got 100 bands on this building, this property I'm trying to buy, dude. Like, conversation real different when you dealing with a woman that got her own money versus somebody that got their hand out begging all the time. That's why I told my god baby, I got a couple of god kids, but I ain't gonna lie, to my favorite god baby is my Gemini baby. That's a Gemini like me, and she got her money, baby. She a hustler. She ain't out here begging. So it's a difference in the mindset when you got a woman that actually know how to use her brains and not her body. Okay. So like you say, turn to the left. What you say? Turn to the left and tell the church amen. Laughing at Randy said, she said this to be where the money at. He tried to put me in the $20 million area. Jola, California. I'm glad. I'm going to keep that in mind, though. I'm going to have to go visit them. Maybe rent me an Airbnb out there one day. Arizona don't want no water. The line. You live 5 minutes from the lake. Okay, so Bella, I got you. I'm going to hit you up this weekend when I get there. I get there early Friday, too. My flight get in like 7 a.m. My flight leave like 5 a.m. in the damn morning. So I'll be there early. And my event not till Saturday. So Friday, I'll probably hang out, try to meet up with some people. Oh, that's what he said. Turn to your neighbor and just say, just being cute ain't enough. We gotta school this younger generation. Our is in Chicago. You say Arkansas was a resort for gangsters in Chicago. Africa, you going to get scammed. They got low taxes in Puerto Rico, and it's beautiful. Now, why would you say that, badass Africa scam? I know a couple of people over there in Africa, though. Well, Africa is a whole continent, right? So we say in Africa and it's whole different parts. But let me say, I know a lot of people in Nigeria. I know a nice amount of people in Nigeria. I know what's that other one? Is it Lagos? It's Nigeria. I'm thinking Lagos, but I don't know if Lagos is the actual area in Africa. It may be a different part, maybe a different country. But I know a couple of people in a few countries in Nigeria say that. In Nigeria, and it's another one. I just cannot think. Is it Tanzania? Am I saying it right? Tanzania? Yeah, I know a couple of people that left Chicago actually and moved to both of those, Nigeria and it's a girl. It's not a girl. It's a woman here that I know that does real estate there. She's getting a lot of people from Chicago to buy and purchase land and real estate, which they definitely have upped the prices. Let's be clear. And that's what somebody was telling me. Even in Jamaica, it was like, you'd be better off just buying the house directly from the actual native Jamaican here than going through them people and companies in US, because they be trying to up the price. So they'll say that, a lot is 100,000 when it's 10,000 in Jamaica. So, excuse me. I know that's what they're doing in parts of Africa as well. Definitely, Randy. Definitely a diamond in the rough. Let's roll with the punches. So, Chapel Hill is not by the water, though. You want the water. So, Davison, North Carolina is spectacular. Okay, let me write that down. I wrote down Davison. You said Davison. That's by the water, too. Davison by the water, too. All right, badass. Appreciate you on here tonight, badass. Giving me some stuff to look up. My stepmother is really, really good at this as well. Like every time my dad and them moved, she would look up the areas, look up the crime rates, look up everything. I will say wherever they moved to, it was safe. So I was going to ask my stepmother too, because she do some great research on moving because she done moved three or four times when she was married to my dad before he passed. So I know she's really good at looking up places to live. So I was definitely gonna ask her to help me. Good schools, upscale, peaceful, quiet, tons of restaurants. Okay. You talking about Davidson? The reason I said Puerto Rico, there's a lot of melanated people there, and you are very close to the US, and the infrastructure is just like this. Okay. You know, I've never really heard people talk about Puerto Rico though, K Mac. Like, I don't know nobody in my circle that's like, yeah, Puerto Rico is where it's at. You know, you get what I'm saying? So when you first said it, I was like, oh, okay. But I have not been to Puerto Rico. So Davidson, Chapel Hill. Okay, I'm finally coming down. Davidson and Chapel Hill. Davidson, Chapel Hill, Franklin. Badass, you got all the spots. Davidson, North Carolina. Chapel Hill, Franklin, North Carolina. It's diverse, it's upscale, it's peaceful, great schools, low crime. And Beggars too. Beggars is cool. You right. Dwayne, people do eat Beggars. My mama like Beggars. I'm not a real big fan of Beggars. I prefer Italian Fiesta over Beggars though. But I can't eat Beggars. I will do Beggars. They got a whole bunch of cheese. Like if you like a whole chunk of cheese on your pizza, then you gonna like Beggars. If you like can get extra cheese on Italian Fiesta. Y'all gonna make me order a cheese Italian Fiesta pizza tonight before I go home, which I'm about finna do. Cause now y'all got me thinking I've been wanting some pizza too. I'm gonna give me a veggie pizza. I forgot, Dwayne, you right though. Beggars is another one that everybody go to. And the one on Stony Island, let me tell y'all, if you in the city and you south, the one on Stony Island is black owned. It's a black man that owned that Beggars. So he bought the chain. He bought into the chain. But Italian Fiesta is all, so all of the locations are black. Most Beggars are not black owned, but that one on, what is it, like 80th and Stony Island, that's a black owned Beggars. I actually met the owner myself one day because I ordered a pizza for an event and he dropped the pizza off to me. And that's when I got to meet the owner myself. So I have met the owner myself. He is a black man. I lived in the very far southwest suburbs and I like Beggars. Yeah, Beggars is cool too. I didn't say Beggars. You're right. Beggars is cool too. Beggars is cool too. Oh, you know else who I like? Aurelio's. When I was in South Holland, I tried Aurelio's. Aurelio's is good. I like Aurelio's pizza too. But I think everybody, when they come to Chicago, they just, say Luminati's or Giordano's deep dish. But that's why I said, like, most black people, we are not eating Giordano's and we're not eating Luminati's every time we get pizza. Right. So Arizona has been dry as Mojave Desert. Badass. Oh, that's Randy. Randy, I like you. You kind of talk a little bit like Chico and them. Randy say Arizona has been dry as Mojave Desert. In a minute, they don't get their water situation together. They're gonna be messed up, huh, Randy? That's right. You got to stay below the radar. For real, for real. Yeah, that's why I told you I don't want to do no Arizona. I don't want to do no Arizona. Yeah, you got to have a pool. I prefer not to have a pool, right? I want to be able to go to the water. But if I had to be in a place, and I couldn't be by the water, then Arizona, I definitely need a pool in the backyard. Because almost every house got a pool. I noticed that. Almost everybody got a pool in Arizona. Miami Beach is beautiful. It is. It's beautiful, but not to live. Especially because my mom is going to be with me, y'all. Remember, I got an older mom. My mom will be moving with me wherever I go because it's just me and her. So I also have to take into account, the type of services, healthcare services, climate, everything. I gotta, I gotta take into account for her as well. So Odessa, Texas, nice black town outside of Dallas. Now that's why I was asking, how far is Dallas from the water? Because my friends stay in Corpus Christi, Texas, which I know Corpus Christi is by the water, and she say it's real small and boring there. She said that they don't do nothing. She got to drive to somewhere else to kind of go out and have fun. So I'm like, well, damn, friend, how small is your city? How small is Corpus that you got to leave Corpus to go and have some fun? No, I don't want no Nashville. No Nashville, Tennessee. Nope. I want water. If I'm going to move and pick up and go somewhere right now, I really want to be by the water, you all. So when you get to throwing your names out here, I'm on YouTube, Instagram. I'm just on here. I might as well get off of here because I'm not even paying y'all no attention. Let me hang up. Facebook the same way. I'm not I'm on YouTube. YouTube is interactive. We having conversation over there. It's not enough of y'all on here. So I'm Patrice L. Stewart on all platforms. I'm Patrice L. Stewart on my YouTube channel. Miami Beach is beautiful, right? Odessa. So Odessa, Texas is black. Let me scroll up so I can see y'all answers because I know that he just bought a 100-unit building on Stony by Obama Museum. Jeff bought it. Okay, that's what's up. He bought a 100-unit building on Stony by Obama Museum. Cool. Odessa is far from Dallas, but rich in oil field opportunities. All right. That's what I'm talking about. So it's some rich clients over there that need some taxes and strategy and trust in estate planning, right? That's what you're telling me. Yeah. We want to go where the money reside. All right. Where the money reside, where the people who know and understand what I do. Also listen to Tariq Nasheed and Philip Scott. I heard of Tariq Nasheed. Well, I can't think of his, picture his face. I've heard of his name, though. Tariq Nasheed. I've heard of him, Tariq Nasheed. I just can't picture his face. And y'all saying Philip Scott. What they talk about? Outer Banks in North Carolina is really, really nice and a sleeper. Bear Lake, Utah. Bear Lake, Utah. Utah, just when I think of Utah, I don't think of too many black folk. I don't want to be the one, the sprinkled black person in the town. When I think, don't get me wrong, I don't know. But I don't want to be Bear Lake, Utah don't sound like it's got too many of us there. I might be wrong. I got to look it up. Anton Daniels does that. He travels to different cities and lives. He's been more stationary in Detroit recently. You think he in Detroit when he be doing all them videos and sitting up in that sky? I've seen a couple of his videos. I don't follow his channel too much, but I've seen a couple of his videos. I know he shared me and put me on a couple of videos. So he makes sure he keep up with the information that's going viral to keep his page up. I ain't mad at him. And I've seen him driving, but that didn't look like Detroit to me. You sure he's still in Detroit? Recently, but he travels a lot to different cities and lives there. Yeah, that's what I would be on. Stay far away from Maryland, high taxes, idiot policies, bluer than Chicago. So my sister actually stay in Maryland. So I know about Maryland. She actually just moved from Maryland right across the border into Virginia for the taxes to be a little bit lower. But yeah, I'm familiar with Maryland because that's where my step siblings stay at, in Maryland. Savannah is nice. I'll visit there. They say if you walk down the street at night in Savannah, Georgia, you will see spirits. Really? I appreciate you, K-Mac. K-Mac say, hit that like and subscribe button. Midwest is notorious for sundown towns. Yeah, that's why I said a lot of people don't know how Illinois got a decent amount. People don't really know that going down further downstate. Because downstate Illinois is all red. That's why I was telling them. Only city in Illinois that's really blue is Chicago and the outer skirts, suburbs. But once you get in DuPage County, Lake County, baby, they are red to the bone. Red, red, red. Red, red, red. They be mad as hell every year that Illinois be blue because the rest of the state is red. Chicago and the suburbs is the only ones that's blue. No to California. Exactly. Way too, girl. I said the same thing. No to California. $1 million income without write-offs is insane. Exactly. I tried to tell them they got to start a home-based business or something, but they W-2 wage earners, yeah. $1 million income and you getting like 450 bands taken out in taxes. Crazy. But you can only do tax strategy with with people who listening. So when people got their W-2 money, sometimes they be okay with that. So they a little older, they house paid for, they kids, not living at home. So I guess they feel like they okay, but definitely have told them some ways to save some money. In my neighborhood, a 1,300 square foot house, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom on a 5,000 square foot lot costs $1.2 million. Yep. Badass. Yep. That sounds about right. This is especially if you in LA. You said you in LA. You in Los Angeles. Well, you in Cali. I don't know if you in LA, but you in Cali. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said I saw some of the properties in Cali that was $1 million and up. And I was like, these look like little shacks. And like you just said, 1,300 square foot house that's on a 5,000 square foot lot. You got more land than you do the house. But you have a Southern accent. That's what's up with that. You know why? Because a lot of us from Chicago, our grandparents migrated from the South. So I kept thinking all this time my grandmama and them was from, what I tell y'all the other night on Mississippi, and my mama came out the room like, no, your grandmama from Arkansas. So my mama family is from Arkansas. But my dad's family is from Mississippi. My great-grandfather, I know his family migrated from Mississippi. And my grandmother family migrated from South Carolina. I want to say she was in South Carolina. But they lived in Charleston for a little bit, North Carolina. She was born in South Carolina, then they moved to Charleston, North Carolina. So yeah, that's why a lot of us in the city, like Chicago and stuff, that's why we have that twang. Because everywhere I go, people be like, what, that country twang, you got that country twang. But that's why. Because most of our people are from the South. Oh, I didn't even see that. So, Bella, you say, it's so boring here. You say, Gary got water there. Gary, don't play with me. He talking about Gary. Torrance talking about Gary got water there. Ain't nobody going to Gary. I'll buy some properties up over there and rent them out, but Gary got to come back. So Bella say, it's boring where I live, but the lake is walking distance from my community. So I love it. It's a wide open market, about 30 minutes from the action, but safe away to be out the way. And see, that's what I want. I was living in the south suburbs of Chicago for a while. So that's why I'm like, I could do the suburb. I don't have to be in the city because, again, I got my mom. So that's what I want. I want to be able to be far enough out the way from the action, right? But being able to still get to some action if I want it. I don't go out much anyway. I don't do clubs. That's why I was telling you, so Bella, if we met up, a cigar lounge would be perfect. That's my type of stilo right there. It's grown men at cigar lounges, at the golf course, them type of places. I'm not doing nobody club at this age. I'm not in the club scene. I don't do the club scene. So I need to be around some grown and sexy. Rita say my grandparents are from South Carolina. Yeah, see, a lot of our grandparents migrated from the South. So only water by Dallas is Louisville Lake and White Rock Lake. Yeah, and those don't sound like big lakes. Like we got Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan is the size of the ocean. Like it's not a real lake. Even the Coast Guards tell us that. Like, don't be out here just swimming and playing around because that sucker will swap you up. A lot of people unfortunately, have been swept up in Lake Michigan because it literally is big like an ocean. The way that the water is rough like that. So I want to be by some real water, like Lake Michigan or the ocean. All right. But I think I could deal with a lake if it's a nice size lake. Cause I can deal with the lake. Cause like in Miami, I rented this mansion for my birthday, and it was on a canal. It was on one of the canal parts out there in Miami Beach. And I was cool with that. I was able to go out, sit out there on the water every day. It wasn't the whole ocean, but it was a canal part. So I was like, I could kind of deal with this. I just need to be by some water. For me, who I am, I like to be by water. Yep, a lot of our grandparents are from the South, from South Carolina to Virginia. Yeah, Arkansas, Virginia, Tennessee, Mississippi, Georgia. But a lot of people are, especially the West Side, a lot of people on the West Side from Mississippi and Georgia. And then a lot of us that's kind of migrated on the South Side of Chicago. I feel like some of our parents are maybe from like Arkansas, Tennessee, East Coast, South Carolina, North Carolina. So I don't know why we got that beef between Chicago, South Side, West Side. I hate it. I hate that beef. It's so stupid to me, but they got beef. I ain't gonna say we because I don't got beef with nobody. I literally spoke to a girl look, y'all, I was at Starbucks in the airport. I don't know why I feel like I'm getting sleepy on here. Like my eyes is just maybe time for me to go home. Not even been here that long. What was I saying? Oh, I was at the airport and this gun is poking me. Hold on. I gotta move my holster around. It's sticking me in the side. Okay. This girl, I was at Starbucks, and the girl who was working at Starbucks, she kind of heard my twang, my Chicago sound. She was like, "You from Chicago?" I was like, "Yeah, girl, I'm from Chicago." She's like, "Oh, I'm from the South Side, Inglewood." I'm like, "Hey, girl, hey." So then another girl comes up, and she like, "Y'all from Chicago?" So we like, "Yeah." And the moment we both said South Side, she was like, "Oh," and like gave us the deuces and walked off. She was like, "West Side, the best side." I'm like, "Damn." Like, y'all really got beef like that when you can't even be cordial in the airport to somebody from Chicago? She literally walked off on us like, nah, I ain't talking to y'all. Like where they do that at? I ain't never had that type of beef with nobody. Where I don't even recognize a stranger in the airport that's from my same city. Like that just didn't make no sense to me. I ain't never been like that. But I don't understand that beef that we have. I really don't. I've heard people say it my whole life, but I've personally never understood why South Side and West Side got the beef that they have. It's really stupid as hell to me, but hey, I could say for a fact I experienced it with somebody in the airport because I was like, wow. We both looked at each other like the Starbucks girl making my drink. She's sitting there with the drink in her hand like, I'm looking at her like, girl, that girl tripping. Bye. We was like, get that negative energy on about your business, girl. We glad you left and keep walking. Because that was some horrible energy. Like, that's just unnecessary. Hello, Miss Amisha. Good evening, beautiful. How long I been on here? I've been on here damn near 2 hours talking to y'all. I'm finna go. I got work to do before I go home. I got to go check on my mom. Nabu, I got a real lake in my backyard. I just don't put. Okay. Yeah, as you should. So Bella, as you should. I will be reaching out to you, girl. Okay, because I will be there Friday through Monday, and my flight don't leave till like 8 o'clock at night on Monday. So I got the whole Monday to kind of be around as well. So I got a couple of people I'm meeting down there. But I'm gonna reach out to you, especially if we go into the cigar lounge and hang out a little bit. Congratulations, sister. God be with you on your success. Thank you. And you as well, badass. You as well. I hope you figure out which one you want, because you've been doing some research. You done gave me plenty to look up and research, so I appreciate that. Fabric say that's good. Let go and let God. That's it. I'm letting him lead the way. He gonna tell me where to go, but I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm gonna be in Florida, but we'll see. I'm definitely letting God lead the way. That's why I'm not just making a hasty decision, because you definitely have to be told. But the Most High definitely told me it's time. It's time. I've been getting so many confirmations. I've been waiting on this, because I've been waiting again, because I've been waiting on him to tell me. Not just my mama, but been waiting on him to tell me. And he's definitely been giving me signs and symbols now. So I'm excited for this next season. Chicago ain't been lit since they took the roller coaster drop off the LSD near 47. I know you talking about the hill that everybody go, yeah, they definitely fixed that. You say Chicago ain't been lit since they took the roller coaster drop off Lakeshore Drive near 47. Facts. I kind of agree with that. I missed the 90s Chicago, 2000 Chicago, man. These new age kids, they done messed everything up. I don't know. I think social media, I think y'all have allowed I'm blaming all y'all with kids right now, because all y'all have allowed these kids and these tablets and social media. You know, my generation was the first with everything. We had beepers, cell phones, we had MySpace. We was still calling in on the radio, playing your tape and recording your favorite songs off the radio. Like we had the real childhood coming up, baby. I'm glad I was born in the era that I was born in, because these new age kids and this internet today, Lord, it's y'all fault. I'm blaming it on y'all parents, because it's y'all fault how these kids got this way. You say you sound a little like Erykah Badu. Now, I've never been told that I sound like Erykah Badu. Wow, because the raspy voice. She do sound a little bit like Erykah Badu from Texas, though. That is funny. You say from Erykah Badu from Texas. That's hilarious. Maybe it's an indigenous thing. Though. Y'all are hilarious. Not the $40 for some Jordans. I'm sorry. I'm just not seeing these comments coming in, badass. Yes. You know what I'm talking about. That's why you laughing so hard. Man, these little girls be begging. They bust off. They be happy with some Jordans and some $40, baby. What's up, Dave? Period. Let's explore the land. Come on, for real. I got you, so Bella. I need to get outside, girl. I don't go nowhere in Chicago. So I'm gonna be all outside in Dallas. I am with it. Let me find me a couple of cute outfits while I'm to pack in my bag. Because I promise I don't go nowhere in Chicago. I do some business stuff. You see me at some business events, but I don't hang out at all in Chicago. But I do go to this cigar lounge. I ain't telling y'all, but I go to this black-owned cigar lounge in the suburbs that I've been going to recently that I like. But my homeboy own it, so it's different. But it's grown men there. Grown men and grown conversations, business. Preach, my sister. A man do not like a begging woman, because the real man is going to do what he want to do. That's why I be trying to tell these little young girls, like, a real man gonna do what he got to do. You ain't got to tell him what to do. He want to buy you something, he gonna buy you something. He want to send you some flowers, he gonna send you something. If he ain't, you ain't got to be begging for it. that means he don't want to do it. I mean, it's just that simple. But yeah, I don't like that begging shit because we done been out with her like twice and she did that. And I told her, don't bring your daughter out with us no more because I don't do that begging shit. I got my own money. we ain't begging for a meal. We ain't begging for some drinks. Like, no, we don't do that shit. You keep that shit with your little crew, your little 28, 27, 28-year-old friends. When you here with grown women, that ain't how we move, baby. We don't do that begging shit. What I miss? We've been talking about all type of stuff. Look, I started off asking everybody who came to class yesterday how they like class, and then I don't know how we got into me moving. But we've been talking about all type of stuff. I've been on this damn thing 2 hours. I'm getting off of here in 15 minutes. It's 1:45. I'm hanging up with y'all in 15 minutes. Ghana, yes, that was it. That's why I said I like Ghana. I like Ghana. Well, I want to go there. I want to say I haven't been to Ghana. Let me be clear. I haven't been to the motherland yet, but I plan to. Had to come over here and see your fine ass to get this good info. Oh, hey, Benjamin. Thank you. The Wakanda Project from Wakanda Project is a whole scam. Lagos is a city in Nigeria, a public defecation problem. Okay, so Lagos is in Nigeria. I knew I heard Lagos before. So that's what my friend, I got 2 friends that's in Lagos. And then I know like 5 people that live in Ghana. Hey, Chad from LA too. Chad said he getting the hell out of LA. I'm trying not to put you in a prime location for you to get that money. La Jola, California, right there on the beach though. Randy, but I told you I can't do Cali, man. Y'all taxes is too high. I think Cali is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I haven't been to Santa Monica. I went to LA, but this was maybe like I came to LA when Nipsey passed, unfortunately, because I was coming to the Marathon store to shop with him. And then he ended up being, what happened to him. And so I think that week that it happened, I literally just booked a trip and went out there and I've got a picture in front of the place. That's when everybody had the bottles and the memorial and they had his car out there. And then I got to, go up and down Crenshaw. My ex at the time, he was from Chicago, but he lived in LA. His mama had sent him to LA to move, and he ended up being worth joining the Bloods and everything. He got blood tatted on his back. It was a lot. But he took me around LA at that time, and we was all around Nipsey in that area, and I just was like, damn, man. It was just sad time. I'm like, it just took my mans. But that's the reason why I'm getting the hell out of Chicago too. Cause like you got to know when you moving and you doing stuff and you got like all that business that man had, all the master. Like I really learned about Bitcoin from him. I learned about having you a weed dispensary from him. Like I learned a lot from Nip. I really respected Nip as the businessman that he became over time. But that whole shit, how that went down with him, it just really let me know, like, I got to get out of Chicago. Because people literally hate you and your success. Especially when you trying to teach and educate. That man was putting on, everybody talking, teaching the real. And for that to go down like that, I was like, I ain't finna stay in Chicago. I got to move around. Like, So that was a lesson I took from that situation. And I'm really looking at that, even with how I was feeling, how I was so upset with my city and how they acting. I ain't got time for that shit. My city gonna be my city. Them people gonna do what they gonna do. I'm finna move around and get to this money. That's it. Finna move around and get to this money, man. That's it. Build with who want to build, and that's it. That's why I like my YouTube, because y'all from somewhere everywhere, and you all have the same mindset. It's a growth mindset. So that's why I say YouTube is my favorite platform. I kid you not, Lagos, Nigeria has a public defecation crisis. Look it up if y'all don't believe me. Gators chasing you. Patrice, I missed the class. I thought today was Monday. It got my days mixed up. I'm so traumatized. So, Miss Pisces, I'm about to put the link in here. Guess what? We about to do it again. You about to get in again. We about to do it again, baby. We about to do it again. So Monday, this upcoming Monday, which I think is the 20th. Let me put the link in here right now. Go ahead and get registered, boo. So this upcoming Monday, we will be in class again. We will be doing a live class. And then if you want to text me, you can text me to this number. But the link is right there. You could just register straight on the link. But we are going to be doing the class again. We had a lot of feedback. We had 160 people register, and we had 91 people, 92 people, I think, at the highest show up. So that was a good class. That was a good class. And majority of the class stayed on the whole time. We didn't have people start dropping off until like that last almost third hour. We was on there almost 3 hours, 2 hours and 52 minutes to be exact. So we didn't start having people drop off to like 2 hours and 30 minutes. We went down to like 80, then we went down to 70. When we got off at 250, we still had 51 people on the live. So that just show you how much information we was giving on there and how much people was learning, because they weren't ready to get off. I'm on there telling Gary, I'm texting him like, hang up. It's time to get off of here. Let's get off of here. Because we like, do anybody got any questions? Any more questions? Nobody was really putting more questions, but everybody was still sitting there watching. So that's how I knew. That's why I told him. I said, G, we on to the right track, man. We doing what the Lord is telling us to do, because I done held a lot of workshops and people started falling off after 2 hours, right? So the fact that we had over 50-some people still sitting there at the last second, like listening to everything we were saying, even when we wasn't really saying nothing in the last 5 to 10 minutes, we was done answering questions, basically. But I was like, I like that. Like we both felt really good. I got a lot of good feedback. Some of y'all was texting me, emailing. So yeah. So we talked today and we decided that we are going to do another workshop. It's going to be completely free. We giving you this information for free. Yeah, we have an offer at the end of the class if you want to work with us. But the information that we teach in our teaching, and you get the replay. We sent everybody an email with the replay. We sent you the link with the packages if you wanted to join and get in the group. We have a 12-week course that we're doing. And we're teaching you how to set up your own trust over this 12-week course. And I could tell you right now, nobody on the internet is giving you a 12-week course for $1,000. That's what our program is. $1,000 for 12 weeks. I told G, you crazy as hell. Because me and him did not agree with that at first. I was not in agreement with giving y'all that course for $1,000, but we not gatekeeping. And we showed it in class last night. Anybody that's on here, you can look at these comments and see the amount of information that we gave last night was not no gatekeeping. Not no gatekeeping. So that's what I'm here to do. Here to help change some lives, empower people financially, learn this tax code, learn this trust game, protect your assets. If you got a life insurance policy, home, real estate, property, land, cars, businesses, everything can be protected, right? Everything could be protected. So, and we're using the tax code to do it. So yeah, Miss Pisces, I just put it on here. There's the phone number. So if you can do, she said, I'm so traumatized by it. You got the little crying faces. It's okay. They call him Brother Phil. Phil is stupid. Who y'all talking about? Somebody on here talking crazy? Who y'all talking about when y'all talking about Brother Phil? I'm in Texas, but not by the water. Corpus Christi, and not my cup of tea. Definitely wouldn't suggest Houston, Beaumont area. You'll find where you're supposed to be. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My friend, she stay in Corpus, and she said it. She said Corpus ain't it. I mean, she married with a daughter, so she wanted, someplace kind of quiet and safe for her daughter. And then she got married like 6 or 7 years ago. So she definitely said, like, yeah, no, Corpus ain't it for you. Where I'm at, who I am, I need to be in a city with some movers and some shakers. Okay. I need to be in a city with some businesses, some business owners, some people that got some stuff to invest, some assets, some growth. You say, how in the heck did Obama win? Man, we ain't even finna go there. We ain't even finna go there. There's a lot of black people with huge cribs in Texas. Yeah, I know. Because y'all, just like everything bigger in Texas. Y'all cribs in Texas is probably double the size of some of our suburb cribs and probably half the price, if not the same. But Texas price has been going up. Because the house that I was looking at like 3 years ago in Texas is damn near double that now. So everybody prices is going up. Tony, what's up, Tony? I'm on YouTube. I ain't really been looking too much on TikTok. I'm sorry, on this Facebook here. Do you have a recap of the trust meeting? Because it was a bad reception. So if you signed up if you registered for the class, we sent out an email today, giving it to you all. We sent you the replay. So look up my email. It's info@the-tax-credit-academy. Search that email address because that's where it came from. It came from my business email. And we sent it today, like either between 11 and 1. We sent you all the replay. So anybody that actually registered for the class, we sent you the replay. Only people I didn't send the replay to, I'm sorry, I sent the replay to them people too. But only people I didn't send Only people I didn't send the replay to was the people that paid for the class, they got into the course or bought a package. But I guess we kind of should send them the replay too. We didn't add them to the list. That's the email that it came from, Tony. Everyone leaving Chicago. Yeah, girl, Chicago ain't it. People tired. You're not about to keep paying all these high ass taxes. Our mayor and our governor is stupid. They not listening to us. They want to give all the money to the dang on. I hate when that happens. I got Vaseline on. Let me get that out of there. They done gave all our money away to the illegals. Like, baby, nah. Period. Let's explore the land. Okay, that was her saying that. Yeah, class was lit. I don't know who raised these kids. Also me with the kids who been tripping. Girl, that's why I be saying to all my friends with kids, like, what y'all mess these kids up, baby. They don't want to do nothing. They lazy. They don't want to go make no money. How you outside and it's leaves to rake? It's grass to go mow the lawn. Y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't want to make no money. Baby, I was out here hustling at 14. You hear me? I had a whole candy stand at 15. I was going to New York, buying bags while my dad lived in New York, bringing the bags back to Chicago, going to the dang nail shops, hustling knockoff purses. Like, baby, these kids is, but not my god kids. Both my god kids got hustles. My god baby got her esthetician license. She only 21. She got her esthetician license. She do waxes, she do hair, she do makeup. Baby, that little Gemini, she gonna be straight. I love her. And then my other guy, baby, do lashes on the side when she want to, but she ain't on her business like she really should be. But my Gemini guy, baby, that's a mini me. Baby, she gonna be straight. She know how to get to her bag, baby. I love it. Right. We love you over here on Facebook. Don't let those other niggas stop us from hanging with you. But I'm sorry, Tony. I know I got a few people that love me over there, but majority of my love really do come from YouTube. So just in my line of business, you got to be on the platform that, that supports you the most, that interacts with you the most. I got 150 comments over here on YouTube. I barely got a couple of y'all on here on Facebook because most of the people on Facebook mad, have blocked me, have cut me down or whatever. Most people over here don't like the truth. They like to stay stay living in a bubble. You know, they hate for their bubble to be popped. So it's just the app. It's nothing against you personally, but it's just the app. I mean, 90% of people on Facebook not on shit. That's the truth. Same way with Instagram. That's the whole reason why you have a YouTube. That's the whole reason why you have a TikTok. The mindset is completely different. Completely different. Even with my videos, the comments on my videos on Facebook and Instagram are completely different than the comments from my videos on TikTok and YouTube. Completely different. You would think I'm in a whole other world. You would think I'm in a whole other world if you read the comments from them videos that I've been putting out the last week. Big difference. Big difference. That's why I said really come January 2026, I'm not going to be on Facebook at all going live like this. So I've been telling everybody, get on the YouTube channel if you want to stay up to date, because I about disconnect off of Facebook. For real, for real. Oh, Misha, you need to get a YouTube channel. You do. Even just to watch videos. Just get it up. You know, a lot of people don't have followers. They just get it, create them an account. But especially in your mindset, Amisha, because I've talked to you, the mindset that you have, you need to be on a TikTok or a YouTube. Because you research information. You know what I'm saying? You a thinker. You trying to do things. You trying to change. You need to be on the app with them other type of people. You don't need to be on this blue app. Because most of the people on this on there, it ain't popping. It ain't popping. They ain't it. Yes, I live in Los Angeles. I live in one of the most wealthiest Black communities in the United States, Ladera Heights. Come on here, boo. Come on here, badass. I figured badass, because the way you was dropping these North Carolina areas, I could tell you did your research, baby. All right, I could tell you did your research. Smart, young lady. I knew it. Trusted Guy said, I was shocked to see all the Black folks with the mansions in Texas. Were you? You were shocked to see all them Black folks with mansions in Texas? Why, Trusting Guy? Where you from? Is that something you're not used to seeing? Black folks got money, baby, across this land. That's why I said you got to get out. You got to get out your hood sometimes and understand it. Dion say, my family from is it Blytheville? Am I saying it right? Blytheville, Arkansas. Grown man hip hop say, I just moved to Chicago. I was born here, but raised in Cali. What's wrong with Gary? Please explain. You could get a house for $10K. No, you can get a house for $10K, but let's be clear. It's not a bunch of people that's moving to Gary, right? I mean, hopefully Gary being built up, there's more jobs and stuff, but Gary was like a ghost town for so long. You can go buy a whole block on Gary for $10K. Houses with shacks. You could go buy. I dated this guy in Gary for a little bit back in the early, later 2000s. Very sweet family, very sweet guy. But his mom and them probably was like the only, them and maybe two other people that had like a house that had a family on it. The rest of the block was empty, like boarded up. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I know people buying property over there in Gary because people are renters. You know, you got people that's buying it and renting it out. But like to go live in Gary, nah. Nah. No, sir. No, I might as well stay in Chicago for that shit. No, we not. We moving up in the world, sir. Okay, Gary ain't that. To West Inglewood. I'm from Chicago and people think I'm from North Carolina. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Y'all been commenting. I missed something. Okay, I'm from Chicago and people think I'm from North Carolina, but born and raised in Chicago. Left Chicago in 2010. Now I'm in Maryland and want to either go back to Texas or somewhere in the mountains. I want me a mountain spot too, but I be saying that. I'm gonna go visit a cabin because I know I don't want to be up in no damn mountains nowhere. not long term. And my mom don't like that. She said it. She was like, she don't want to see a bunch of trees and woods. That's a little scary for her. But my mom likes openness, the water. That's why I said we both love Tampa. I fell in love with Tampa. I did. I fell in love with Tampa. That's my first choice. Tampa's my first choice. If I had to move today, I would go to Tampa. Damn, my battery already gone. I've been on here 2 hours. That's why. All right, I gotta go Facebook. I'm on YouTube. I'm wrapping up on YouTube. My battery about to die, so I gotta charge up before I go home. They ain't talking about nothing over there anyway, y'all. I got a few people. Most of the people on Facebook is mad at me because most of the people on Facebook is people that I grew up with or know from Chicago. And most of Chicago is brainwashed. Like over here on YouTube, y'all are way more open-minded. But them people on Facebook in Chicago, baby, they so brainwashed. If you say anything about Brandon, oh, you a Trump supporter. Oh, and you this, and you that, and you that. Like, y'all so damn brainwashed, it don't make no sense. Chicago is so brainwashed mentally. They draining. I'm tired of them. That's why I said. I'm so sick of Chicago and Chicago people mindset. They, baby, whatever. We ain't even gonna go there. We've been having a good conversation. This why I say, we ain't doing that. This my number one spot. I'm having a whole conversation with y'all. I still got comments to go through. I probably had 8 comments on them 2 hours that I was on that damn live on Facebook. You see the difference? No, I'm not going to build a home or buy no land yet because I've got to make sure that's where I want to be. Like, I'm going to move somewhere, but I got to see how I like it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to buy a house. I probably want to rent maybe my first year and then look into purchasing, once I kind of figure out where I want to be. Even if I go to Tampa, I'm going to rent a house for a year. Baby, brainwashed as hell over there. They so lost in time. It don't even make no sense. Every time. I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of the mindset here in Chicago. That's why I said, God, just help me, release me. It's like a black cloud over this city. It's sad. It is. It's sad because they're going to mess around and vote the same people in and be right in the same boat. But I won't be here to see it. So, hey, I have my property here. But, like, I'm out of here. Deuces. I just moved. Okay, that's what he said from Gary. So yeah, ain't nothing wrong with buying nothing up in Gary, Dion. Hey, get you as much land and property as you can for that 10K. Rent it out, get you some tenants up in there, you cool. But living in Gary, like on a daily basis, nah. And then Mr. Bird to say he want to go up to the mountains, huh? You could probably buy the whole, I swear, he said you probably could buy the whole Gary for 10 racks. I swear. I go to Odyssey Clubhouse. We could meet on the 19th hole. I have not played golf. I need to learn. He had that box on TV watching music videos. Hi, baby Chico. I think she could have played Baby D in next Friday. I could have played Baby D in next Friday. I could have played Baby D in next Friday. I definitely could have. I rough and tough with my Afro puffs. Ray, rock on with your bad self. Hey. I ain't knocking that. Hey, Ray always been a beauty with some meat on her. It's a lot of us that got some meat on us. Everybody ain't supposed to be a little stick figure. But I definitely used to get called Rave back in the day. And then when the dudes in the neighborhood got mad at me, someone would try to call me Baby D. That ain't bother me. Shit, that ain't bother me. Pray for D'Angelo's son. He just lost his mother, Angie's son. I saw that today. Yeah. Rest in heaven, D'Angelo. Damn, that's why I saw that today. I saw people posting that, saying that he passed away from cancer. So he lost his mama and his daddy all in the same year. Man, that is crazy. Pisces, hey, say thank you. I'll be there. Putting it on my calendar. Yes. We know a lot of people missed it. Like I said, we had 160 people register and 90 showed up. So that's 70 people that missed it. Randy say that's where I was raised up in the avenues. All right, Randy. I stay putting in LA in the housing market crash. I'm going to buy up everything. Hey, come on, Randy. That's what you're supposed to do, though. That's how I'm looking at Chicago. Certain areas in Chicago that I know we can still get the land and the property that they not taking over, because there's a lot of companies and banks, y'all, buying land up. And it's another reason why I'm talking to y'all and saying like the importance of you having property and land, because the fact that big box corporations are able to buy in and like buy blocks up, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's not cool. So we we got to pay attention. So I'm that's why I like y'all. That's why I said that's why I love y'all and I like y'all. That's why I love y'all mindset over here, because y'all understand that. Y'all understand that. Y'all understand that. Okay, I'm just making sure. I be having to check these comments sometimes because on Facebook they be trying to get a little froggy. I've been clapping back at their asses. I've been trolling the hell out of them damn Instagram and Facebook people, baby. It's funny to me now. I've been trolling the hell out of their asses. Everybody say upvoted whiskeys for Dallas. I've made a post saying I'm in Dallas this weekend. What's grown and sexy? So people keep saying bottled in Bond and Frisco. And then Whiskeys is a cool low-key spot. And so is Winsome Prime for dinner. And then she said, my friend voted Whiskeys. Comedy show upvoted Kitchen and Cocktails. We got a Kitchen and Cocktails here in Chicago. I know it'll probably be different in Dallas, but I ain't trying to do Kitchen and Cocktails. We got one of them here. All of these men and women in here with these shirts on, that's with CCU. I want you to see how they bombarded and how they took over. Okay. I just got to make sure they ain't talking crazy on my post, like I said. They be so mad I've been out here showing and telling the truth. I don't understand it. It's like people want to stay blinded, y'all. These people crazy. All right. We cool. I'll just be having to maintain them comments on my post. Like, don't get on here thinking y'all about to be talking crazy on my shit, because I don't play that shit. That's when Peaches come out. Peaches be like, watch your mouth, bitch. Look, let me stop. You welcome, Pisces Hayes. Hopefully to see you in class Monday, baby. We got some stuff for you. Badass say, you waiting for a real estate crash in a city where most people have 30-year fixed at 3.5% interest rate. Inventory, the lowest inventory in history of the city. You talking about Gary, Badass? Based on your criteria, Patrice, Florida and or the Carolinas might be good to you. Money, water, movers, and shakers. Pisces, baby, you get me. You are, look, baby, you said it perfectly. You get me, girl. You get me, sister. That's it. Money, water, movers, and shakers. That's it. That's what I'm on. Money, water, movers, and shakers. I'm about to start using that, Pisces. Thank you. The next time somebody asks me why I want to go to Florida, that's going to be my answer. Money, water, movers, and shakers, baby. You just said it in a whole summary for me. 4 words. That's it. I love it. I love it. That's why I love y'all. I know that's right. You need to be with some steppers. Definitely. Definitely. That's why I said the fact that I'm standing on my own in Chicago, fighting for Chicago, talking up for Chicago, trying to build and empower Chicago, baby, it's draining. That shit is draining. I need to be around other money movers, steppers, and shakers. That's going to be my motto. That's going to be my motto, Pisces. You done put me on, baby. Love a good esthetician. Good luck to her. Yes, she's going to be amazing. This might be TMI. That's TMI. I ain't finna tell y'all that. We got too many men on here. I'm gonna say this. She does waxing. I have never been waxed in my life until my god baby did it. And baby, it changed my life. Okay. But I don't like it. But I'm glad I got to be a guinea pig for her one day as she was learning and going through, esthetician school. But now she licensed. Yeah, I love her. She is a powerhouse. She is very smart, very mature. She remind me of me. She is so mature for her age. I have whole grown conversations with her. Like, what you think about this? Like, I don't talk to that many people, but I'm talking to a 21-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Her mental mindset is just so advanced. And she a hustler. She a go-getter. She a go-getter from day one. So she was 15. She was doing she was waxing at 15, 16. Her friends and everything. That's why I said, wait a minute. You and your friends is 16 and y'all getting whole Brazilians? What the hell is going on today? Again, I ain't got no kids. But I didn't know 16-year-olds was getting Brazilian waxes. Like, hold on now. That's a lot. But hey, she was waxing and making that money, baby. I let her wax my underarm. That's about it now. She waxed my underarm because that shit there, that's a whole nother thing. But she do makeup, she do hair. My other set of braids, I have 4 sets of braids this year. Not the ones I just took out. She didn't do them. But the 2 sets that I had before that, she did my braids. But yeah, I love my little guy, baby. She gonna be a powerhouse. She is a powerhouse, not gonna be. But when she really get out here, oh, she gonna be cold. She gonna be cold. I do love YouTube and LinkedIn. I'm not on LinkedIn as much as I should be. That's where the business people at. That's what one of my marketing people was like. He's like, you need to be on LinkedIn more. That's where the business people at. So I do need to start posting more on my LinkedIn, at least to connect with other business owners. Money, water, mover, shakers, girl. I'm taking that. I'm taking that. You say my daughter is, hi Tasha, you say my daughter is an esthetician also, and she's 22. Oh, I'm glad she got licensed because so many of these little girls doing people hair and they're not licensed. So I'm glad that your daughter actually got her esthetician license. That's what I was proud of my god baby with doing. But she needed to see. She needed to practice. She needed to do a couple of things. Key had stopped and did a couple of things in between there. And then she went back to her. So she literally got her esthetician license in this last year. It didn't even take her a full year to go through cosmetology school once she actually decided to do it. But she stopped and did some other things. But then she was like, you know what? I'm good at this. I'm going to go ahead and get licensed. I said, good. Because you are. You good at hair. You good at makeup. You good at waxing. You good at all of it. So you might as well get licensed and make you some money. That's all social media So that's all the social media that I can mentally handle. Pisces, I understand, girl. I understand, and you in the right place. YouTube is it. It ain't no more free ride. We handle business in Texas, houses and land, nothing but opportunity. Yep, that's what everybody's saying. I got 3 friends that, the crazy part, y'all, is I got 3 friends that moved to Texas in the last 2 years. And I have to Dallas to be exact. And then I have 3 friends that moved to Tampa. So both are like, come on here. And that's why I said I went to Tampa a couple of times. I've been to Tampa like 4 or 5 times. And just even meeting other business owners that's like-minded, that's networking. I've been to a couple of masterminds down there. I like the downtown. I could get a condo on the water, or I can get a house. Like, it's opportunity in Tampa as well. And G, he not far. He like 2-3 hours away from Tampa. So the one Gary, who I do the workshops with, my business partner, he down there. And see, Gary is actually the one that's going to push me more in front of the boys, because he already has a program with I don't know what the county is down there, but he already has a program with the school systems down there. So him and his partner been looking for like a female like me that can come in and talk to the boys. So with me having my non-for-profit company that's geared towards young youth, where my focus is anywhere between 15 to 25 for the male youth, right? But I really want to get them like before they get out of high school. So that's the goal. And then my focus is sports and entertainment. So the boys that's in sports and entertainment. So that's the other thing. Like, all of this that's happening and the way things are moving, that's why I say Florida just seemed like that flow for me, for that, for that whole process of what I'm trying to do. Because I already got somebody down there that's already got a whole ecosystem set up to get me in front of the boys. And then, hey, we about to roll. We about to educate these kids, get them straight. Help them with their NIL deals, all that. I'm in Colorado. You want mountains, go to Colorado. Make sure you visit Garden of the Gods near Colorado Springs. Just beautiful. So I have went through Colorado. Like I said, we drove to Vegas. I did a road trip and we drove to Vegas. So we had to go through Colorado to go to Vegas. And it was some nice parts of Colorado, but then it was some cold, mountainous parts with some snow and some rain, and I ain't like that. So I'll go visit for a weekend, a little cabin, but I ain't trying to be in Colorado. Go to Montana. Forget you, Randy. You just throwing stuff out now at this point. Damn Montana. I'll go there when I got a husband and some kids and a farm or something, but because it's a black lady that built her husband built what they got like 40 acres or something in Montana. I'm cool on Montana. Cool on that. You might want to look at a podcast. You could really keep it 100. I've been saying for years, that's why I set this whole studio up like this in my office. This whole little podcast right here. I got lights and all that. Like, I set this whole place up for that. But I could technically do a podcast anywhere. But Book Smart, Street Smart. That was gonna be that's the name of it. I had already had it all set up. Book Smart, Street Smart podcast. It's just a matter of doing it, y'all. I just got so much stuff I'm doing, so much stuff I'm trying to do. I don't want to be pulling myself every which way. So, but I've always had the podcast on the radar, right? It's just a matter of launching it. I think I will launch it once I move. I think once I actually move out of Chicago, then I'll actually launch my podcast. But that's what it's called, Book Smart, Street Smart. So, you right about Chicago. I worked after corporate folk, did workforce development and construction for 30 years after they realized I left the Democrats years ago. They blocked me completely. Yeah, that's how they are. They brainwashed. That's why I say normally at that time, I was on 2 hours. I've been on 2.5 hours. Normally at 7 o'clock, I got all kind of people up and down my Facebook. Since I've been posting all this stuff this week, baby, they've been mad. I'm sure I done got people, they still following because I got 30,000 followers. It done went up. But most of my new followers are white people. You know, the white people that understand it. Yes, sister, you're an American. Tell them, you know, like they get it. It's our people that's brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that because even now when I go outside, I have to wear a mask sometimes just because I don't get the looks. But the black girls be giving me the looks. They the ones that be mad. I was sharing that the other day how I went to the park to go run on Saturday, and there was some I'm calling them soccer moms, but their kids was playing the flag ball. And how they was all in a little huddle, mean mugging, looking crazy and shit. Like, what the fuck is you bitches mad for? You mad because I told the truth? You mad because I said the building wasn't black? The building wasn't fucking black. Like, how was you mad off of that? But some of our people is just, like, the mentality is ridiculous. I don't give a damn what them bras think. That's why I kept walking around and pissing their asses off. I walked that park for an hour and a half. I walked around the whole park, and every time I came around the park, I told y'all I was singing the song from Mona Leo, pop, pop, pop. Doing my little workout, pop, pop, pop. Piss you hoes off some more while you want to be over there mad talking under your breath. Keep that shit up under your breath. Then nobody say shit to me though. That's all that matters. Figure how you feel how you feel. As long as you don't say shit to me, I don't give a damn. You can look at me crazy all you want to. And that's all they was doing was mean mugging. Not none of them bitches got up and said shit to me. Shit. Just be mad for nothing. Like, what the fuck is you mad for? Mad because a motherfucker that said the building ain't black. It ain't black. So yeah, them people in Chicago, baby, they brainwash. You say, I'm new here, but I'm loving your page already. Well, hello, pretty Patra. Welcome to the real. This is the real. I'm the realist tax and business strategist. We're gonna talk a little shit. I might teach you something, throw some game out here. But when we handling business, we handling business. But yeah, we real honest over here on this page and channel. Tony say, I like Peaches. She been turned up all week and I'm here for it. You've been making a lot of valid points. Oh, Tony, you done made it over here to YouTube. Come on here. I'm proud of you. Get up off that damn whack ass Facebook. Now, Tony, I just said, I've been on there 2 hours. You seen how many comments was on there. Them people is mad, baby. They probably got me snoozed for 30 days. That's what a lot of them do. They snooze you for 30 days. Then all of a sudden you start seeing them again on your comments and liking a couple of your posts and stuff. Like, get y'all fake asses up off of here. And people hate to be called out. When you tell the truth, when you call them out, people hate that shit. I know a lot of well-to-do FBA women gets that Brazilian wax. Came back. That's hilarious. Trusted guy, you must was on here saying some crazy shit because it say you retracted your messages. I just said I probably was about to give a little TMI, but yeah, that waxing that's hard. That's hard for women. Those of y'all women that do it on the regular, hey, more power to you, baby. Cause that's a Lord, yeah. That's different. Pisces say, looks like Tampa. It is, Patrice. I told you. I think I'm gonna end up in Tampa. I think that's where God leading me. And I understand, pretty Patra. So a lot of black people, especially on YouTube. That's why I said. That's what I was saying earlier. I don't know when you came in, but I was saying every platform is different. Like Facebook, Instagram, both of those platforms kind of mirror each other, right? They both owned by Zuckerberg. But the mentality on Facebook and Instagram is real slavish. That's the best way I could slave it. Slave mindish. YouTube here, to me, y'all way more down to earth. You way more like me. I could listen to somebody who's a red. I could listen to somebody who a blue. I'm an independent. I'm not into religion and I'm not into politics. I released all that shit. I quit going to church, all that stuff. They used to tell me my crystal was the Christians telling me I'm a devil and demon for looking at crystals and sage, and baby, get y'all asses on. Ain't nothing wrong with my crystal up in here. How you mad at something that came from the earth? This ain't made, but y'all over there drinking wine and blood and eating crackers. I ain't about to go there on them damn Christians, baby. But hey, everybody do their thing. That's another thing they got the black people in the mind that they got, listening to them fake pastors. Half them pastors on there standing up there got millions of dollars for them damn migrants that they housing. Meanwhile, they in church every Sunday telling y'all what not to do, and they round there listening, baby. You say, I see it's a whole party over here. You see the big difference? Comments, baby. Comments, conversation. Big difference in the mindset. Big difference. That's why I said I get on my YouTube channel. It was mostly YouTube people in the class. We had a few sprinkle of TikTok and Instagram folk, but they probably was the ones that registered and didn't show up. Right? Big difference in the mindset. That's why I say I love me YouTube. YouTube my #1 platform. I build my TikTok page up because they cut me off on TikTok for going live. See, when you had haters. See, I be telling the truth, and they reported so many videos. TikTok won't even let me go live on my page with the 90,000 followers. I had to start a whole new page called Learn from Patrice. And I don't really be on there much, but I ain't tripping because YouTube is where it's at. I like this platform better. But that's funny. Tony said, I like Peaches. Peaches been turned all week. Tony, I'm just tired of them. I got tired of them. I was trying to be cool, but what you not about to do is talk shit to me and tell me what I did, I ain't did, and I've been down at City Hall for the last 2.5 years. I ain't like that. And people could say all day, oh, just ignore them. But you're not about to be coming on my post calling me no agent. You're not about to be coming on my post calling saying that I'm being paid, that I'm a paid agent, that I'm a trader, that Harriet would have popped me. That motherfucker had the nerve on Facebook to tell me Harriet would have popped me. So that I think that's when I really started clapping back then. Cause I was like, who in the is you talking to? I've been down at this damn City Hall fighting for your ignorant black asses for the last 2.5 years. And where was y'all at? So that's why I started reposting some of them videos. Now they on that mad talking about this is old. It ain't old. It's new to you because you didn't even know about it. You didn't even know that much money was being spent in Chicago. You didn't even know all this stuff was happening. I had to repost the videos just to show, bitch, I've been down at City Hall. I've been trying to stand up for our neighborhood and community. Where the fuck was y'all at? Nowhere. On this internet, running your mouth like you're doing right now, writing paragraphs and dissertations. I've been on there trolling them damn people. It's been fun to me these last couple of days. But I haven't even been on there and responded since Sunday. I prayed about it. I think I did respond to somebody earlier this morning, but I didn't go in all the way. But I was like, I ain't gonna let them people bother me. I just been trolling them to just to be funny and going back talking big shit. Talking big shit on there. I got to get out of here though, y'all. I'm supposed to come down here. I gotta print out some checks. I got some clients that they refund checks got sent to me. So I gotta get out of here. It's almost 10 o'clock. I get up and take my car to the shop in the morning, take my mama around. We got a lot to do tomorrow. So I have had fun with y'all. It's been a good night. We had a great conversation tonight. Those of y'all that want to get into class, we are doing another one. I put the info down here. I'll put it down here one more time. Okay. Go ahead and register if you missed it. And this is the Trust Workshop. It's called Trust 2. Is the link that she did. Okay. I know that's right. Take the sports series down there in Florida. You going to the right spot, right? You see it now, Randy. You see the vision. You see where I'm going with it. I'm from the west side of Chicago. Some black people feel you. Let's roll, Pretty Patra. I was rolling with K-Mac, talking about I know a lot of FBA women that get Brazilian waxes. Now, how you know what they doing down there? Talking about you know a lot of them. Player, how you know what they got going on down there? Say you hear him tell you, huh? All right, y'all. I will be on tomorrow. I got class tomorrow night from 6 to 9. So if I do come on tomorrow, it's gonna be after 9 because I got my property management class tomorrow. I might get on before. I might get on like around 4 to 5. If I don't get on at 4 to 5, then I'll be on after 9. Because like I said, I got class tomorrow. So y'all have a good night. I gotta print these checks and then I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go check on my mom. I'm out.